Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey. Hope you're well out there. Hope you're having a good Sunday. I'm having an okay one. I'm having a decent one. Uh Fell asleep earlier after that stream, and about 4 o'clock I finally passed out. And I woke up expecting it to be like 6, 7 o'clock. Looked at the clock and it said 11:45. I was like, oh shit. So get up out of bed and come over to the Twitter machine, like I always do, and see Miss Taylor Lorenz has been suspended from the platform. And boy, did my notifications and private messages blow the fuck up. Oh my God. It seems everybody is aware of how I feel about Taylor Lorenz. Um, but there's other things I want to talk about tonight as well. We're going to talk about Ian Miles Chung and what a swatting piece of shit he is. And but then we'll probably just chat because I was asleep, guys. I don't know what else the hell happened today. There was Adam Schiff and his discussion with Elon Musk. It wasn't really a discussion. It was a dumbass tweet that Adam put out, and then a response by Elon. And otherwise, I think we might just chill tonight, guys. Take a chill night and discuss pop culture, or I don't know, peanuts, whatever. We'll have just a fun night. But let's get into it. Miss Taylor Lorenz has been suspended from Twitter, and nobody knows why. Nobody knows why. The best guess that we've heard is this right here. Taylor Lorenz said to Elon earlier, well, first, Elon had said, journalists were aware of the violent stalker and yet still doxed the real-time location of my family. Turns out that's a criminal offense. True. But we already knew that the press was ignoring that. We knew they were ignoring that because they're dirty little shitbags. And we talked about it, just on this morning's show, right? We've discussed this. Buddha, thank you so much for the donation with no message. If you meant to say something, please throw it into chat now, and I'll do my best to catch it. But we knew this about them, and this is what they keep pretending, right? Is like, no, we just believe in free speech. No, you don't. You're just trying to get Elon and his kid killed, you stupid sons of bitches. And they're pretending that it's the same thing as like somebody dropping an N-bomb and deserving to go away for inciting hate. No, it's not. No, it's not. But Elon said that, and Miss Taylor Lorenz responded, hi, Elon. Stu Harwell, by the way, one of the people, if I remember correctly, one of the people who got banned for sharing this information. Harwell and I sent you a couple of emails about this. We've learned some information that we'd like to share and discuss with you. We're taking this very seriously and want to ensure this is pursued in the right way. Thanks. Now, we're being told this is the last thing she said. I don't know if it is or not, because her account is suspended. You can't read anything over there. And even if it wasn't suspended, this chick, she deletes all her tweets after like 4 hours anyway. So I don't know why she's suspended, so I can't exactly support it. I can laugh at it. I can think it's funny as shit. I can think it's karma. Live by the cancel, die by the cancel, right? And by the way, that's a figurative statement. I'm not saying that Taylor should die. Got to throw that out there because you never know how words are going to be twisted. But Taylor Lorenz is somebody who goes out there and tries to cancel people. She tries to destroy their lives. We've seen her do it. She did it with a couple of TikTokers who had a good career going. She went out there and told the world, oh my God, they're trying to hide their alt-right mother. Like their mother had anything to do with their content. But it screwed them over. And Taylor didn't give a fuck. Not one fuck. She just went back about her day doing what she does, destroying people's lives. But that doesn't mean that she deserved to be canceled here. And this is the part that I struggle with as somebody with integrity. I enjoy that she got kicked off. I really do. I think it's funny as shit. I think if anybody's ever deserved a ban and gotten away with it with so much shit for so long, it's her. But you can't punish somebody for what they did in the past and were allowed to get away to everybody. You can't point out that, hey, she did some stuff. And okay, yeah, I know what she's done in the past. We've covered it. I think she's a horrible fucking person. And calling her a journalist is an insult to the bad journalists we have out there. But did she deserve this suspension? That's the question. And so far, I haven't seen anything that suggests she did. Now, maybe we'll find out more because this is breaking news. I should have said that at the top, right? Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. I should have put breaking in big headlines at the in the title. Maybe I'll remember to do that later. But we just don't know why. Is that what they're doing? Is going back to previous tweets? Eagle, I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. There's tons of people out there supporting this. By the way, what are you supporting? You have no fucking idea. No fucking idea what she did. What are you supporting? Cumulative bad behavior, karma? Maybe faithless, but usually there's got to be something. If that's what it is, how is it different really than what they were doing to Trump? You know, I just don't like it. The truth of the matter is she is a horrible person. There's no getting around that. There's no getting around the fact that this woman ruins lives. But unless you're going back and going to do this to everybody who's been a shitbag on Twitter, and there's a lot of them. They just let the Krasensteins back on, and these guys were, well, they're con artists. The Krasensteins had to make a deal with the government, gave them $450,000 to avoid prosecution because they were out there conning old women out of their money. James Colley, thank you. Would you be willing to shill Moonshock's Give, Send, Go? Kiev has the link. It's thank you, James Colley. As they were told earlier, you can put it in the comments. Absolutely. The whole thing here is I don't like people just cheering her being shut down without knowing why. There's good reasons to shut people down. I don't think that, okay, I believe in absolute free speech as long as we're not talking about criminal behavior. And I will throw in there with this because doxing is not criminal behavior in most jurisdictions, but I think it should be. So I would throw doxing on there as well. Especially if you're doing it with the intent of getting somebody hurt, which I believe that that's what they were doing with putting out Elon's. The guy who runs Elon Jet, the guy who was tweeting out when Elon's plane and land and stuff. I honestly don't know if he was doing it to try to get anybody hurt or not. I don't. He's been doing this shit for a while. He does it to other people from what I hear. And I don't know if he's actually trying to, cause any problems. But once it comes out that Elon's kid has been targeted in this shit, and all of these fucking assholes come out and they're like, yeah, here's where you can find it. Here's where you can find. At that point, you can't say that you were doing it just because you were interested in the information. At that point, what you're saying is go get him. Go get him. So all of these reporters who got kicked off the platform and they're only getting a 7-day ban because they were repeating that shit, fuck every one of them. They knew what they were doing and they were doing it to try to get people hurt. Hey, Jack, what's up?
How's it going?
Living the dream.
Oh, awesome.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late. Hi, everybody.
No, you're fine. Just talking about how Taylor Lorenz was kicked off the platform over there on Twitter. And I can't support it because I don't know why it happened. She's a horrible person and fuck her, and I think it's funny as shit, Jack. I enjoy the shit out of it. But I can't support it because I don't know why it happened. And there's a whole lot of people that are like, yes. Why? And Ian Miles Chung, I can't believe people simping for Taylor Lorenz. Shut up, you grifting piece of swatting shit. I can't believe that little fucker's making a comeback. Again. You guys do know that Ian Miles Chung is a swatter, right?
Hey, Andy Worski.
Yeah, he did. He absolutely did. And he's out there bitching. He's out there tweeting to libs of TikTok that he got this second account that may or may not have been Taylor Lorenz. Looking at the account, I doubt it was actually Taylor, but it had her name on it. And so he tweets out to Elon Musk that, look, she's on another account. This is ban evasion. She should lose her account permanently. Fuck you. You swatted someone, you cunt. And people are cheering that shit. Go fuck yourself. But anyway, as for Taylor herself, we'll get into Still Gray here in a couple of minutes. I cannot support her being kicked off. I can't not support her being kicked off. Right now, I'm just laughing until we know more, Jack. Because I think it's funny.
Oh yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. So, look, she's a stupid moron. Yep. She got banned. She probably did something stupid, but I would like to know before I go celebrating.
Yeah, just the other day, she had an article out trying to hurt our livelihood, Jack. Her little friend was, and she was signal boosting it. Cat 10 Barge wrote an article about how Super Chat has allowed people to be horrible here, and she signal boosted the shit out of that, trying to hurt our business. And even then, I don't just blindly support her being kicked off the platform. You got to give me a reason why. Do I think it's the reason that's on the screen here because she reached out to him with these emails? I have trouble believing that. But here's the other thing, and why. Look, Taylor, you're a lying bitch, okay? If you're friends, there's people on Twitter, Jack, who claim to be her friends. I don't know why you'd ever do that. But they're like, I talked to her, and she said she didn't get any email telling her why. Bullshit. When you get suspended or completely banned, there's an auto email that generates. It gives you either the tweet or the reason why. So let's see it, Taylor. Let's see it. Because I have a feeling she might have actually deserved this, Jack.
I mean, come on, probably.
Yeah, look, she's a known doxer. She's done it many times.
Yeah. I would say there's a 99.9% chance she had it coming.
Yeah. And look, I'm all for it. Look, if she was out there doxing somebody again, especially in this case, it looks like probably Elon, then yeah, by all means, give her a slap on the hand. But I just don't blindly support it. And I'm tired of seeing people just blindly support shit.
That ain't gonna end, dude.
I know. We're team sports. Yeah, I got on my red jersey. You have on your blue jersey. How about we actually stand up for principles? That's all I ask. And I know that's asking too much. But Jack, it's funny as shit. Do you think when she comes back, she'll claim that she has long suspension?
Yes.
I still am suffering from suspension, even though I'm back.
Sometimes I just can't access my account because it's so traumatizing.
Oh, yeah. She'll have PTSD about clicking on Twitter each day.
Of course she will.
I don't know what'll happen. If I click on it, it might be suspended, and you have no idea the kind of hell that put me through.
Yeah, chat's telling us that I believe it was Captain Tripper specifically who said Jeremy also reported her ban evasion.
Of course they did. You fucking pussies.
Quartering. We all knew it.
Look, I know these people support people who ban evade. They're friends with some of them.
Look, your hate facts, they have no place here, my friend.
Oh, for fuck's sake. But now they're, the rules. You mean the rules that you've been bitching about? Those ones? Oh, Elon's there, so it's okay. We can use them equitably. Go ahead and say the equitably word for me. Show me you're just a commie cunt in hiding. And actually, with those two, it's not even that. They're just grifting pieces of shit. They're just little grifters. Let me see. Do I have that up here? Yeah. Here is Ian Miles Chong's version of it, Jack. I didn't see the quarterings one. But Taylor Lorenz is ban evading. That ought to be a permanent ban. I would show you the tweet. I didn't think to screenshot it, Jack, because I didn't realize there'd be a bunch of little tattletale. No, my cousin uses it. What's that?
Are we on your satellite?
No.
Oh.
Are we having issues?
You audio ducked just a little bit. Makes
no.
me nervous. Uh-oh. What happened?
I'm gonna punt my fucking router, I swear to God.
There you are. Yay.
Yeah, I saw it dip completely. It just fuck me. Jack, I just want to do a show.
I just want to do a show.
The show earlier I had to do on the big satellite, the one I use for gaming.
Yeah, there was some ducking on that too.
Yeah. Anyway,
the price we pay to be streamers.
Yeah, I have 3 internets. You'd think one of them would work.
You're funny. You want technology to work too?
Fuck.
Silly.
I don't know if you saw it, but Megan Fox, not Toe Thumb, but the one, the reporter.
Yeah.
She was complaining the other day because her internet company just keeps telling her she needs to buy a new router because her upload speed will drop to 0.25.
Damn.
Yeah. That shit should not happen. And they told her that there's interference. Well, which side is it on? Is it in the house or is it going to you guys? Because they can check that shit.
They can, but they're not going to because they know where it's from.
Anyhow, let's get back into this. I didn't see the quartering report of this, and whoever did report all this, stop it. Why are you doing that? Oh, because that way you can go, look, we did it, guys. Did what? You stopped an idiot from using Twitter? You guys are costing me money. Do you know how much viewership we get when that idiot is in the thumbnail?
I know, right? Don't report the lol cows. That's why they're funny.
If she does something wrong, by all means, report it. But and by wrong, I don't mean ban evading because, frankly, it's Twitter, and I don't think most bans should be permanent anyway. But for God's sakes. Thank you, James Colley. Cat Congress takes another victim. Frosted wins, apparently. Yeah, and I was just getting into the story because I just read my line about it, and I couldn't believe the stupid shit I was reading because I was supposed to be a cat. That woman needs a friend. Thank you, Frank. I was just arguing with people about this a couple of days ago. They were all giddy about leftists being censored, couldn't comprehend sticking to your principles. I was called an idiot for saying people should. One said their only principle was winning. And that's the problem. That is the problem.
Yeah.
Because there are people on the right now who are just like the people on the left who their only principle is we got to beat them. And you know what, Jack? I believe in beating them too. I just believe in having principles when you do it. Otherwise, what are you beating?
Yeah, it's a hollow victory.
Yeah.
If you have to compromise all your principles to do it. And it sucks. It's hard not to sink to their level because that visceral revenge feels good, but it's really counterproductive.
Well, that's why when somebody is banned for a legitimate reason, hell yeah, I celebrate. Because fuck them. They actually did get hit by a system that I believe in. But if all Taylor did was say something stupid, leave Taylor alone. I enjoy making fun of that retard.
Yeah, don't give her the victim status, remember?
No. Why are you guys making her a martyr? You guys realize that's going to happen, right? There's going to be article after article after article, news story after news story about how Elon Musk does not believe in the free speech because he shut up Taylor Lorenz. That's what you've done. That's what you're cheering. It's okay to stand up and go, no, that person that I disagree with over there shouldn't be shut up. Let her exactly, Bubba. Let her speak. It's funny. I love when this. The only thing I will say there is if she's doxing, by all means, slap that shit down. But otherwise, let that retard speak.
Yeah, how can we make fun of her if she's not there?
Look at that MSNBC interview. Imagine if she had been blackballed from there and we never got Cry Face Taylor.
Oh, that is such a delicious meme.
It's so gorgeous. It's so bad for her that she started blasting this reporter who did a positive piece on her.
Oh,
So
that joys you get when they do this to themselves.
it's funny as hell. All right, now, okay, I already did that part. Oh shit, I closed the video.
Oh, you broke it.
Nah, sorry, it was on YouTube, so I can easily get back to it. I want to talk about Ian Miles Chong for a minute. Because this little fucknut is popping up everywhere. He's suddenly everybody's best friend again. And this is what he does. He's embraced both sides of the aisle, depending on what is trending at the time. He is, for anybody's like grifter, he is a grifter by every sense of the word. He will jump on whatever is popular. And he swats people.
Yeah, there's that.
Now, I tried to look for this on Twitter because I know it's from Twitter. It's actually, you can see it in the video here. But this is Tipster covering Ian Miles Chong. For anybody's like, oh no, Ian would never do that. Oh no, he absolutely did.
Yeah.
This is Tipster covering the Keemstar tweet that had the see that little thing right there? Those are phone calls. Didn't he allegedly start out as no, he didn't allegedly start out as a SJW. He was on the wrong side of Gamergate. Ian Miles Chong was out there. Who was he writing for? Was it Vox? I forget which side or who it was he was writing for, but he was Gamergaters are bad people. Johnny Hellcat, thank you. Didn't someone's dog get shot? Now that's a whole nother story. I don't remember if that was Still Gray. I know the story you're talking about. But that one, there's no definitive proof. On this one, well, let's just listen.
Now, this is the tweet right here. He said,
by the way, it is kind of quiet. There's no getting around that. It's as loud as it can get.
Before you continue, first of all,
Sure.
You sound like you have a bit of a sore throat. You need to stop doing that. You're not allowed to be sick anymore. And also,
it's not so much. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but yeah, it's definitely fucked up.
Yeah, you should stop that. And Assassin of the Gray makes a good point. We should refer to her as her real name, Jowls Lorenz.
I will try to remember to do that, but absolutely. All right. So here's Tipster covering the story.
Says, breaking. We were sent audio that appears to be at Steelgray, that's Ian Miles Chong, admitting to swatting Andy Worski, and he includes a Twitter video here, and I'm going to play that Twitter video for you guys right now.
Out saying that she's going to make a video on me. That really actually set me off. I did not need to see that. I'm more than happy to just let him leave me alone. But he forced my hand, so I called the police. I actually called the police on him. I know what he does. I know he has illegal firearms. I know that he is deeply entrenched in the alt-right. I know that he has a lot of cocaine in his house. Yeah, he's fucked. He's fucked.
Yeah. Now, there were people who doubted that was him. And this interaction, if you had any doubt that was Ian Miles Chong, here you go. This is somebody said, geez, man, it really looks bad. What's the reason you called the cops? I don't understand. Is it not because he pissed you off? And Ian says, well, let's see. He doxed me, stole money from me, attempted to lock me out of my own channel, spread malicious lies about me through multiple videos, and harassed my friends. There it is. He's admitting to making that call. Ian Miles Chong is a piece of shit. An actual piece of shit. Yep. That's who everybody is running to. By the way, the guy that he is doing the Twitter Spaces with right now, because he's become good friends with this guy, Nawal. What the fuck's his first name? Shit, now I can't remember his first name. Give me a second, because I have a video on that too, Jack.
Oh shit, you're full of videos today.
I really am. I really, really am. Where the hell did it go though?
You should ask the producer.
Shit. Yeah, I'll have to find the producer. But something Newall, this guy, he is another piece of shit who, for the record, this is alleged. What he does is he makes up a whole bunch of crypto startups, tells everybody they should throw money into it. They throw money into it, and he immediately backs out, and the crypto collapses. And he's done it over and over and over. Narwhal, thank you. And over again. He's done it repeatedly. But he's the guy right now leading the charge on all of this stuff. And it's kind of funny that that's how it's happening.
It's interesting.
Yeah. We got a couple of really bad people up there who, for some reason, are being seen as the heroes. I don't know why. Maybe Jack, it's just that people are looking for anybody who's willing to say something.
Probably.
I don't
Plus,
get
a lot
how
of
these
people don't know this stuff.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's fair. A lot of people will look at something from Keemstar, roll their eyes, and keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Keemstar can be a jackass, but he's not always wrong. So, yeah, Taylor Lorenz is suspended, and Ace Swatter's out there going, yay, fuck you. I hate these people. I hate everybody involved. Oh, wait, here's the video. Haha, I found it. You know why? Mario Narfall is his name. Narfall. And here's a video.
What?
Mario Nawfal. Nawfal. I swear to God, I'm dyslexic.
I don't know. That sounds like a fake name.
I started spelling in the middle of the name, Jack.
Oh, real quick. Thank you, Torello, for the very generous donation. Use $1 to throw pennies at the homeless. Prefer going 45 plus. Yes. Remember when we were kids, we had those little disc shooter guns?
Oh, yeah.
They had shot little plastic discs. Now, I'm not saying you should do this, but you could substitute pennies in there, and it hurt like a motherfucker. You'd feel it through your T-shirt.
Damn. Yeah.
My brother found that out, that he could do that, and then we all started doing it, and then we had to call a ceasefire because it got painful. But, fuck the homeless. They're gross and smelly, and they don't even have jobs other than doing drugs and being crazy. But thank you, Torello, for that very generous donation.
Mom wouldn't let us have any guns that actually shot anything. We weren't even allowed to have the cap guns that just made the noise.
Oh, wow.
We were allowed to play with fake guns, but not any that shot anything.
We had the cap guns with the discs and the paper, and we had BB guns later on and pellet guns, and we had the disc shooting guns. We had the ones that shot foam darts. We had squirt guns, all kinds of shit. We had guns all over the place, real and fake.
She wasn't necessarily opposed to them. She was opposed to us having them because she'd have to deal with the fallout.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So, yeah, Mom wasn't opposed to them, and we had tons of fake guns. They were just all plastic. Anyhow, where is it? I better fucking retweeted it. Did you see Elon Musk? Oh, yeah, there it is. Elon Musk replying to Adam Schiff today.
Yes, and it was fucking funny.
This is just so sweet. Adam Schiff tweeted out, Elon Musk calls himself a free speech absolutist to justify turning a blind eye to hatred and bigotry on Twitter. But when journalists report unfavorable news, they are banned without warning. Okay, it wasn't unfavorable news. It was where he was located, you shitbag. Sorry. The devotion to free speech is apparently not that absolute, but the hypocrisy is. Dun, dun, dun.
Da, da, da.
To which Elon replied, thankfully, you lose your chairmanship very soon. Your brain is too small. There are a couple of times where Elon will say something. It's like, I could hug that man. And right there, I could hug that man.
Yeah. Look, Elon's kind of a dork. And
Yes, yeah.
he has a very good dork sense of humor. And I like that.
I love that he told Adam Schiff he's an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to start using that instead of calling people an idiot. I have to start telling them their brain is too small because apparently that's allowed on here. My cousin is shadow banned. By the way, the shadow ban is slowly coming off. There's only 2 of the things left.
I have a theory about that. I'll tell you offline. Remind me.
Sure. But Adam Schiff, shut up. And I'm so tired of seeing this. This is what we're seeing. Let me put that back on the screen. This is what we're seeing from journalists too. I'm using air quotes. From journalists too. They report unfavorable news. We're not talking about reporting unfavorable news. Well, I mean, I guess where your child is unfavorable news if somebody wants to harm you.
Yeah.
I mean, why do you guys got to lie about it this way? All of those people who got kicked off the other day were retweeting how to go out there and find his plane and real-time location on it. And yes, I get that it's public information, but most people didn't know that.
Actually, apparently his is not. You have to have the specific information because there's a program that lets you hide your plane info from the public.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a way to conceal that from public access. It's done with like celebrities and politicians too.
Well, even with that, the public information, you have to know his tail number, which is also not something that's, usually public information. You have to,
you have to dig for that.
You kind of have to see the plane yeah. I lost my lighter. I don't know what the fuck I did with it. It disappeared. Maybe Phoebe came and got it. Anyway, we're not talking about these reporters getting kicked off because they said Twitter is doing poorly in advertising. No, nobody got kicked off for that shit. Not a single person. They got kicked off after his child has this on the road interaction with some fucking freak.
Yeah, some psycho.
And they're all acting like, did you see AOC's tweet about this?
I don't think so.
AOC's out there like, look, I've been threatened to. Shut up, bitch. This man had somebody accost the car that his child was in. That is a whole different thing from hiding behind a door and a police officer trying to find you to make sure you're okay and you thinking you were going to die for some fucking reason.
Well, you were in a totally different building than where the action was.
Right? And she acted like, I have the same experience. No, you don't. Bitch, you don't even have kids. Your womb is drying up as we speak.
Yeah.
Thank you, Taylor Lorenz, for the feminist $12. Taylor says, I was murdered. I'm so sorry that happened to you, Taylor. I'm so sorry. Jason, thank you so much. Get a lighter on a string. I'll get it on a chain like they used to do with wallets. That'll look sexy. Women like wallet chains.
Yeah, 1995.
I think no. You got to go back a whole nother decade. That shit was like fading by the 80s.
Yeah, but
anyway.
It kind of came back with the grunge thing because it looks dirty.
Right.
So
yeah, you're right. I forgot. That's my bad. I stand corrected. See, guys, I'm wrong from time to time.
Well, you forgot about the mullet era and the rat tails.
Yeah.
You kind of try and block that shit out sometimes. That's and right, Stas. And wall chains were never cool.
And a bandana in your pocket. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, we all just thought it was cool, and it wasn't.
I occasionally walked around with what looked like a bandana in my pocket, but it wasn't. It was a rag from work that I forgot to take out of my pocket when I'd go to the store after work when I worked at the machine shop. Because at the machine shop, you need to have a clean rag on you at all times. You're going to need it, I promise. Anyhow, these people are acting as though he's just like, they said he's stupid and he kicked them off. That's not happening. Every one of these people did this after they knew that the rule was if you do it, you're getting kicked off.
Yeah, because they want something to bitch about, and they want to virtue signal, like, "Oh, I'm in solidarity. Why am I being punished?" Meh.
And I'm sorry, that is a good reason to me to block people off the platform. Real-time doxing is absolutely. This shit should have been going on for a long time. This should have happened with all the Andy No stuff. And we've seen time and time again where Antifa is the one who's been getting away with this crap. As they're purposefully, they're not telling people Andy knows location so you can come get his autograph. They're doing it so you can come beat the fuck out of him. And it's happened. I mean, the one time he had to run and hide in a building. This shit, they're not doing it for news. They're doing it to try to get people hurt. And again, I don't know if the Elon Jet guy was actually trying to do that. But the people who have latched onto it absolutely are. Yeah. Because they knew what had happened and they were doing it after they knew what happened.
And that's kind of fucked up because in a way they're tacitly supporting the weirdo nutcase that wore socks on his hands who tried to jump on the car. Yeah, that guy had socks on his hands. You can see it in the picture.
And he's definitely dressed like Black Bloc.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like he's on his way to go, set fire to one of the Tesla factories. But anyway, Andy had to go to the hospital because his brain was bleeding. They don't do this stuff because they're just, it's just news where the person is. This isn't a paparazzi kind of thing. This is people who are trying to get other people hurt. And these fucking news folks and the people who are defending them right now, like, what? It's just, he just doesn't like the news that they're saying about him. It's not news. They are literally trying to get him hurt.
And by extension, his family, apparently.
And you know what, Jack? Maybe a couple of them didn't see the reason for it. I got to be honest. If you watch the Don Lemon clip on this, he completely cuts that part out. I should have brought that up. We should have watched that on stream because it's fucking amazing how this was reported by Don. I could still do that. It's right here. Thank you, Cast One. What if we made socks, but for hands? I think those are called gloves.
Yes. I like where your head's at. I like your decision making, but I think they're called mittens.
Yeah, we already have those. But you know what? You could probably sell hand socks.
Yeah,
make them look just.
People are fucking dumb.
Yeah, make them look just like mittens and call them hand socks, and people be like, "Yeah, I'll buy those."
Yeah, and make them look like actual socks, like find some generic sock designs. You'll be a millionaire. That's just $1 million idea right there.
All you got to do is make sure you have that stitching across the fingers that you'd have across toes.
Yeah.
Remember the Snuggie? It was a fucking robe turned backwards.
Yeah, absolutely. Which I have one of those, and it's a delight. Let me tell you.
I've worn robes backwards for the exact reasons that they say, that the Snuggie was for.
Yeah, let's not forget kitten mittens.
All right. I want to show this. I don't know how much. Oh, look, I'll be interrupting the whole time, but this is a couple of days old now, but watch how this is reported.
So Elon Musk is pro.
How's our sound?
That's fine.
Okay.
So Elon Musk is pro free speech, except when it is speech that he doesn't like.
See,
Twitter permanently suspended.
Right there. Except when it's speech that he doesn't like.
Yeah, like stop telling where my kids are. What a monster.
What a fucking asshole. I like Snuggies. I wear them backwards. I think that makes it a robe, nuts.
They have all these Snuggies at this hotel I was at. It was super fancy.
Right?
They fit better on backwards, though.
Excuse me. So sorry. All right, here we go.
He doesn't like. Twitter permanently suspending an account that tracked the location of his private jet, despite Musk himself saying last month that he would leave the account up as part of his commitment to free speech.
Now, they point to this a whole lot. And you know what? You're right. He changed his mind on that. But why? Yeah. They never give the why.
Oh, why would they want to do that? Context doesn't matter, monkey. Plus, they're a bunch of fucking hypocrites because they don't believe in free speech until it affects them somehow. They're like, "Oh my god, how could you silence me?"
Right?
Ugh.
I mean, hypocrisy right there. That should just be on every chyron from CNN, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, true.
Jack Sweeney runs that Elon Jet account, and we're going to talk to him in just a minute here. Jack is a college student who used to use publicly available information to build a bot that posted every time Musk's Gulfstream took off and landed at an airport.
Thank you, Cass One. Okay, I get idiocy, but what tormented mind made Elf on a Shelf? Devil got his money's worth for those nightmares? You know, I understand. I have a friend who used to do that, and they were really into it, and they came up with some really interesting, creative ideas. But yeah, it's gone a little too far. Comrade Kitty, thank you. All he is missing is suspenders, and he'd be a bad Urkel cosplay.
It's true.
You're not wrong.
And you can't unsee that either.
No.
I'm trying to unsee that.
God damn it.
I don't want to think that badly of Urkel. But as for the Elf on the Shelf, real quickly.
Yeah.
You know there's a third party market making different outfits for that, like it's a fucking Barbie.
I'm not shocked, man.
No, that's a brilliant marketing strategy. I wish I had like startup money because I would do some of these things.
Sure.
That is a brilliant way. You need to get like a little sleigh for him, different little outfits. You can have a whole line of stuff, even if it's just seasonal. You could farm that out to China or India, get that shit made in no time. It's brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. Although Elf on a Shelf is one of the creepiest things I've ever seen, and if anybody brought it to my house, I would probably punch them and destroy it because it looks like it's possessed. It looks like it came out of one of those demon boxes that the Jews have.
Yeah, it is a creepy looking little action figure kind of thing.
No, action figures. I have a bunch of those. They don't creep me out. They don't stare at me with the weird sly smile like they're gonna rape me in the middle of the night.
Thank you, Frosted Glass. I prefer real doll on a shelf. I'm the fun uncle. Well, there you go. They just scare children. But I agree with you. I think the thing is creepy looking. But again, I have seen it. People who use it in very creative ways, and they can be cute. Although the people who make messes for themselves that they blame on the elf is kind of weird. You know, they set it up and like, oh, you poured milk and cereal all over your damn counter. Why'd you do that? Thank you, Quartist. I'm never sure how to say it. Thank you, Q. Proposed trade deal. Unban the noble ranting monkey in exchange for unbanning Taylor Lorenz. Yes, this frees the merchant of fake from purgatory, but at least Monk is also freed to laugh at her for our entertainment. You have to know that Ranting Monkey is banned by her, so you'd have to laugh at her through a third party.
Yeah,
but he can still fuck with. He can still respond to Cat Tenenbarge.
It's called a Dybbuk box, I think. I can't pronounce it, so I try not to say it. But it's a demon. It's a box that's supposed to contain demons that the Jews banished in there. I know that much. Leave me alone. I don't know how words work.
All right, let's get back to Donnie Boy.
Speaking of demons. His account
has long been a thorn in Musk's side with more than 500,000 followers. And only this week, Twitter just happened to reveal new restrictions around sharing details.
Just happened. They just happened to, Jack.
Convenient. It's just a whoopsie.
About someone's location. Musk is defending the policy, saying that it is a physical safety violation. The ban comes after Musk reinstated previous Twitter rule breakers, including neo-Nazis. Twitter has also stopped enforcing policies banning COVID misinformation.
Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the tweet on the screen. It says, any account doxing real-time location info of anyone will be suspended, as it is a physical safety violation. This includes posting links to sites with real-time location information. This is what all those journalists got in trouble for. Posting locations someone traveled to on a slightly delayed basis isn't a safety problem, so it's okay. So, like, if the guy who ran the bot account, the Elon Jet account, if he made the bot so it popped that shit up half an hour later, he'd have been fine. You could have done that with the bot, but no. Anyway.
Now, remember this, that Musk had been on the free.
Did you see what just happened there? Did you catch it? Let's go back. This tweet right here was followed by another tweet, Jack. This tweet was followed by the tweet that explained why he did it. This tweet was followed by the tweet saying, "My kid was in the fucking car, dickheads." And it was also followed by the tweet with the video of the guy who did it.
Look, follow through, threads. Sounds like a lot of work. They report on tweets, monkey, not threads of tweets. That's extra steps.
I will throw this into chat so you guys can verify that this fucking twat never shows that other tweet, never gives that information. He goes from that, like, oh, look, he's a bastard because he doesn't actually believe in free speech. And he shows that tweet and never shows the reason why. He just says he said it was a personal safety thing. He never even brings up that it involved his kid. Never.
Because these people don't care about your kids. They don't care if your kids get killed.
It's fucking disgusting. So this is what people are seeing. So if there were a couple out there, Jack, who were like, haha, I'm going to do it because this doesn't actually. All right. In the world before his kid gets accosted, sure. But in the world after, it makes sense that this rule was changed. Who caught him on video? I didn't see that. I believe that's Elon in the video.
I think it's one of his security guys because I don't think Elon was actually there.
Here, I have to be careful on how I show it because they actually got his license plate number. But we should be able to scroll back and find it. Okay. I was just looking to see if Elon had tweeted out anything about Taylor, because I'm dying to know what the actual reason was. I think that would be inspiring. Is that the wrong word to use there?
I don't know.
I think it's inspiring that she got kicked off. Look, I want these people kicked off for real reasons, and not. Hang on, is this? Yeah, there we go. I want them kicked off for actually breaking the rules if they're doing it, because they've gotten away with not being punished for so long.
Well, they've gotten away with it so long, they expect it now to not be punished. So it is very shocking to them when they're held accountable.
Here it is again.
I do believe that, but it's pathetic.
No, I agree with you. Absolutely. So here's the tweet that Don Lemon showed. Any account doxing real time. Here's the very next tweet. What are the time frames on this tweet? This is at 7:13. This one is at 7:48. Don Lemon's show is in the morning, so they absolutely had time to get these. Last night, car carrying Lil X, that's his son, in LA was followed by a crazy stalker thinking it was me, who later blocked the car from moving and climbed onto the hood. Legal action is being taken by Sweeney, my organization, who supported harm to my family. Thank you, Metal Minister. Taylor will die of old age before she gets back. No, she probably got a 7-day ban or 7-day suspension. She's only suspended. She's not banned. And anyway, Elon tweets out, anyone recognize this car? See, that's why I always have to go back, because I have to start it before I can make it big. I hate that shit.
Real quick. Thank you, Dark Resurrect, for that feminist donation. Interesting, disturbing fact. The Dybbuk box houses a demon known as a Dybbuk. Duh. It is so feared in the Jewish faith because it doesn't directly harm you, just drives you insane until you self-delete, preventing you from entering heaven, hence the box. Yeah, that's it's pretty fucked up stuff. That's why don't mess with cursed objects. Like Elf on a Shelf for this thing. Nope. Somebody else can have them. I don't care.
All right. Make sure I share the audio. There's not a lot to hear, but you'll see. Here's the sock on the hand that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, sock hands. That's probably his jerk off one, and he's like just wants to feel his own juices.
The black block uniform with the hoodie with the strings pulled as tight as you can, so you look like Kenny. They have the best fashion sense.
No, they stole it from me. I'm very upset about it. We've gone over this. It's
What's
very
the name?
upsetting.
All right, and I got to stop it right there because he walks to the front of the car and gets their information. If you have any information, check out Elon Musk's Twitter. There you go. Can we just play it, please? Now, there's not much really to play. It's only a 10-second video, and half of it is showing the
license plate.
The license plate. So
See,
there's nothing else we can really show.
I have to do this again, Monkey, because it pisses me off every time. They get credit for stealing the cover of my book.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Yeah, see. Pisses me off.
Wait, bring that back up.
Ah, damn it, I closed it. Hold on.
Oh, never mind. The problem there, Jack, and this is where they're going to get it. You don't have that really tight around the face.
No, I didn't draw the picture though. But yeah, that's the only difference. It's not a full burqa.
Right. So it's very close, but they could claim, no, we took artistic license with it.
Yeah, because they're a bunch of dick bags.
Yeah, because right there, it's just a little loose around the face.
Yeah, it's frustrating as hell. But I really wanted the opportunity to show my book because sales haven't been good.
Well, you didn't shill it properly. Those books are down in the description, guys. Check them out. Buy them for your friends, your family, and that bitch you hate for Christmas.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Assassin. He does look too healthy in that picture.
He really does. He actually looks like he might have some muscles too. All right. So we got through Taylor. We got through those ones. Oh, no.
Oh, yes. What?
It's a picture of Taylor from a Spaces or a TikTok or something. I don't.
Oh.
Apparently she's over on Mastodon now.
Oh, there's a surprise.
Well, she'd been over on Mastodon. Yeah, she went over to Mastodon.com as part of the great migration that all of these people have undertaken without actually fucking leaving. It's amazing. See, they entrenched themselves in Twitter and now they can't let go. So many of them said they were going to, and they keep popping back up.
It's because aside from having to announce their departure, like they're at the airline, they can't let it go. They don't like to lose. They're not used to it. They don't know how to handle that. These are entitled little babies, the type of people that are destroying our country all over the place because they cannot accept that they may have done something actually wrong. They've never had consequences, and they don't understand them. How could this happen to me?
All right, we're going to switch gears quite a bit here.
Uh-oh.
I want to bring up this tweet because it's one of those things I hadn't thought about. I mean, I had a little bit because we've talked about genital mutilation when it comes to, the whole trans thing. Joe Biden's ghostwriter tweeted out, when hospitals and community centers are threatening and intimidated because they supported LGBTQI plus children and families, we have to speak out. We must stop hate and violence. And Tom Elliott, who, by the way, if you don't follow him, I do recommend him. He said, feels like the arc from American feminist raising awareness about genital mutilation in Africa to a Democrat president insisting hospitals offer genital mutilation spanned about 5 minutes. That was really quick. They were talking about the genital mutilation thing only about 2 years ago. And now they're on the train of, we must genital mutilate them.
Yeah.
Give me those wieners so we can cut them off and shove them up into them. How about, and I'm just throwing this out there, how about psychotherapy? No?
No, they would have butchered children, apparently.
Yeah, they really do.
I'm telling you, man, I don't know what demon cult is out there doing this shit, but this is some really evil stuff that's going to destroy our civilization. Because once you let children get butchered like this, and you willingly put them out there on the altar of sacrifice, your society is doomed.
I think that we've seen this too much in, especially psychology. We have to take out half of their brain. We have to electrocute the shit out of them. This will fix them. And now we're just doing it with their genitals instead of their brains. It's fucked up. And we need to stop listening to psychology to tell us how to deal with medical problems. Sorry. I mean, there's some help there, Jack, with suicidal tendencies and stuff. If you get medicine that helps regulate the brain, not turn them into zombies. Those are different things. There's some help out there. Unfortunately, it is buried under a mound of bullshit. All right. 2 more stories and then we'll get to yours. How many do you have? Okay.
I don't know.
I was hoping you had a lot.
Oh, I can pull some more out if you want.
Well, we'll see. Let's see how much we get out of these. This is the woman who wrote the story that we read yesterday about the $300,000 that the RNC spent on flowers. She says this: the reason I wrote about wasteful spending at RNC isn't to sow division. It's because small donors deserve to have their contributions honored. And you know what, sweetheart? So do large donors. I get what you're going for there. You're going for the whole sympathy kick, but large donors don't deserve to have their money spent on flowers either. They could buy them themselves. Anyway, like this woman who's in her 60s, makes $20 an hour, yet still donates. The RNC explanations for this don't hold water. I want to talk about the beginning part there. I didn't do this to sow division. You know what? Division is what's needed. And not the whole party ripping itself apart, but separating out these shitbags who are running it right now. Anybody who's out there defending, oh shit, what's her name? The current head of the RNC, Rona McDaniel, thank you. Anybody defending what she's been spending money on, you're a fucking idiot. And this has turned into a big thing because there is the election coming up for who's going to be the chairperson of the Republican National Committee. If you guys vote for her, what is wrong with you?
They want to lose and look incompetent doing so, I guess.
Just compare the numbers, Jack, of the amount of money spent on the little baubles between the Republicans and the Democrats. The Democrats spent, what was it, 1.5 million? Something like that? Yeah. Less than $2 million. The Republicans spent 17.2. $17 million of money given by big and large donors alike that was supposed to go to help get your candidates put into office, and this bitch is spending it on little fucking baubles to give to people who donated.
Ridiculous. Real quick. Thank you, Sir Amantine, for the generous donation. The world's going to hell and we're all doomed. Merry Christmas. And a Merry Christmas to you too.
Now, see if I can find that story. There's a story I want to read that we talked about briefly yesterday.
This is about how awesome we are?
No, it's actually about how Ben Collins is no longer allowed to write about Elon Musk. Oh shit! You know what? Hang on, Jack. I did this one properly. I put it in the show stories.
Oh my god!
There we go.
What?
I know, right? I did it though because I had to come over to my my Chrome in order to pull it up. I was like, "Ooh, I will put it in the show story so I know where it's at."
And then you forgot it was there.
It's a Daily Mail article, and I don't have a spam blocker, and their ads are nothing but spam. So, NBC News suspends tech journalist from covering Elon Musk, and Twitter after he tweet mocking the billionaire was not editorially appropriate as his account remains active on the platform. NBC's Ben Collins was pulled from covering Twitter and Elon Musk after mocking the billionaire in tweets that were not editorially appropriate. It took you guys this long? Now, for the record, Ben Collins is a dickbag. He is the male version of Taylor Lorenz. And I think it's funny as shit that even NBC, this company that clearly has a left-wing bias, was like, wow, dude, no, you can't cover him anymore. A source familiar with the suspension, which is still ongoing, said the decision was made earlier this month following a probe into his social media postings. Although Collins is free to criticize Musk, his posts were ultimately found to be inappropriate given he covers the billionaire and the social media company. I couldn't believe I read that.
Huh. Yeah, that's weird. It's like that somebody did their job.
Despite the suspension, Collins' Twitter account is filled with reports on Twitter, including Musk's latest decision to ban 9 journalists from the platform. Now, I will throw this into chat. We're not going to go over it in great detail. But yeah, this is all about how he's been kind of a prick ever since it was announced that Elon wanted to buy it. And you have a reporter who is actively being antagonistic and being horrible about anything. It doesn't matter what the news is. Elon Musk could come out and cure cancer, and Ben Collins would find a way to turn that into something horrible. He'd be like, oh my God, oncologists out of work.
Women most affected.
Women most affected. Women and gay men. He's got a dog in that fight.
Oh yeah.
So to finally see that there was one of these companies, it was like, yeah, no. Now the question is why? Because I don't believe for a second that NBC cares that he's being a twat. I really don't.
No.
I think this has more to do with Elon owning the company and being able to put this motherfucker on blast if he wants to.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So let's see. Unless he's trying to tank this on purpose, I've never seen somebody more out of depth in my life. The dog has caught the car and is now demanding the car pay for gas. This is back when the whole thing was that, Elon, he shouldn't have bought this because he doesn't know what he's doing. Elon's too stupid to know how to run a social media company.
Yeah, the guy that created reusable rockets and PayPal.
Right. These motherfuckers use PayPal all the time. They're like, Elon Musk is a dummy.
Yeah.
But Ben Collins is one of the worst journalists in the country. And this is one of those times, guys. There's like, we know why it happened. He was being a shitbag to the person he's supposed to be just covering. That's obviously tainting his stories. And they were like, yeah, you don't get to talk about this anymore. Now, the question, should he be allowed to cover stories that involve gay people? And here's why I asked that. We saw how he covered the Q nightclub shooting. Is that even really a nightclub? The Q hole in the wall story.
That place looked like a dump.
It really did. That place looked like some place you should not go in there. I don't care how much you're hurting for a drink. Keep walking because that place looked nasty.
Yeah, you're going to get hepatitis from touching the floor.
He is still covering that as though it was a hate crime. Well, Ben, why are you so in on this being a hate crime? In other situations, let's take Keffels, for example. What somebody says they are is what they are. But suddenly with this guy, he can't be non-binary because he shot up a gay club.
Well, he got kicked out of the club. They revoked his membership card. And there you go.
Maybe, I guess.
That's all it takes. They had a vote.
I just think that Ben shouldn't be allowed to cover anything that has gay issues because he obviously has a bias.
Well, he's a modern journalist. They're all completely biased.
Fair enough. I thought he was a tech reporter. Well, that's what they say, Libra. But he was. We've watched the video of him being up on. I don't even know what show it was, but it was on MSNBC if I remember correctly, and him up there, almost crying. Look, we see that this happened, and we as reporters, we have to be better. What did we do that made this happen? He was even blaming the press for it happening. With his little crying, his lip quivering. Fucking piece of shit. What happened with Keffel? Oh, this goes back to the Keffel's doxing and swatting and all that, which wasn't a swat. She got arrested. They went and checked, and then they let her go and gave her all her shit back and said sorry. And he's one of the assholes who wrote stories about her and then gave her money. As far as we know, and then gave her money. It might have come in beforehand.
As well as after.
A lot of those GoFundMe donations are anonymous, Jack.
That's true.
Yeah.
But if you want to give money to somebody other than us, you should help Moonshock out as Give Send Go.
Absolutely. His Give Send. Oh, yeah. We haven't really talked about that on the show. Moonshock, somebody's been around with us for a long, long time.
Good dude.
Yeah, really good dude. Survived breast cancer not too long ago. And yes, you heard that right. Dude survived breast cancer not too long ago. Unfortunately, they found the cancer again. It's not in his breast this time. It's skin cancer. It's melanoma. They're doing a test Monday, I believe it is. Hopefully things show that it hasn't spread, but he does have a Give Send Go. And if somebody has that link, please drop it in the chat.
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, thank you, Frosted.
Yeah, Frosted and Keith have been dropping it.
Yeah, it's been going through your chat tonight. For those of you wondering, I meant to do it after the top story and I forgot. Sorry. But yeah, so
it's just to help him get through, with bills and everything. So if you can donate, that's for good cause.
This is very similar to that story we saw here in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Female student assaulted by trans-identified male over washroom access, says she was afraid of dying. This is over in Brazil. It's a little different for the cause, because the one we read about here, I forget where that was. But that was because the trans-identified student stole the girl's clothes and then beat her ass for it. I don't understand how that happened.
Well, she had to pay her, and she paid her knuckle sandwiches.
Oh, yep. Kept giving her fives, right?
Yeah, 5 across the eyes.
Over and over again.
Bitches gotta learn.
Over and over again. The female student seen being attacked by a trans-identified male at a Brazilian university has come forward to Redux and provided disturbing new details on the incident. On December 14th, footage taken at the University of Brazil. Oh, real quick. Did you see the video of the hockey incident?
I don't think so.
The NHL sponsors this trans tournament. And this little trans guy, so biologically female, goes out on the ice. And this trans woman, biologically male, runs into her very lightly and knocked her the fuck out. And they had to call for paramedics.
Whoops.
Does anybody have that video? We can show that one on screen. It's from a couple of days ago, Jack.
Oh. I somehow missed that one.
Yeah, it very, very light. And it was a trans woman ran into a trans man. So a guy runs into a girl, just doing that for biological reasons so people understand. Biological male runs into a biological female very lightly. Knocked her the fuck out. Look, men and women should not be playing sports together.
Yeah.
Anyway, on December 14th, footage taken at the University of Brasilia began to circulate on social media, quickly racking up viral attention. What counts as viral attention these days? Because I've seen as low as 1,000 likes count as viral.
Maybe it's how stunning and brave this person is for having such a healthy beard.
The camera phone video clip shows a large bearded male wearing a dress, loudly screaming in the face of a female student who appeared to be trying to get away from him. Additional video was taken by the woman being assailed, and she can be heard pointing out that the man's obvious characteristics. You mean the beard?
Yeah.
Get back
You're
here,
a dude.
Get back here, you fat bearded bitch.
Right?
But you're a dude, the female student says. I'm not a dude. Nothing is keeping me from bringing my hand to your face, girl. Respect me. Respect me. He is heard screaming using the colloquial expression for slapping. In some extended clips, the trans-identified male student can also be heard claiming it was a crime to call him a man. This is Brazil. I don't know what their laws are. If it was Canada, it would absolutely be a crime.
Yeah, Comrade Kitty found the clip, dude.
Oh, thank you so much, Comrade Kitty. Now, hang on. I got a donation, and then we'll finish reading this, and then we'll grab that clip. Don't let me forget that clip, because it's fucked up. Dark Resurrect, thank you coming through with that feminist $12.
Yeah.
Imagine if that woman, was fully checked against the glass that happens in real hockey. I know. I was blown away. I was like, what did I miss? Probably would have died. Women should not play sports with men. That's how they get hurt. Yeah. Redux confirmed the identity of the trans-identified male as a student named Bridget Lucia. Lucia, who appears to identify as a homosexual man in addition to a transgender woman. What? How can you identify as both?
I don't know. I don't know the rules for this crap. I can't keep up with this lunacy. Pick one.
Or had previously attempted to run for a position on the university student council. Laura, who is being referred to by a pseudonym as she is concerned for her safety and wishes to remain anonymous.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, no shit. Has now come forward to speak to Redux about the incident. Laura's been a student at UNB for 3 years, but says this was the first time she'd ever interacted with Lucia. Laura explains that she had been unaware of the university policy, which allowed males who simply identify as women to enter the women's washroom, even where they are not gender neutral. The bathroom where everything happened is a woman's bathroom for women, but I was informed that UNB has guidelines that separates washrooms by gender identity, not sex. That is, anybody who identifies as a woman can enter the bathroom. I did not know that. Well, I'm sorry. Look, I'll throw this in the chat for you guys to read the rest. If you're, oh shit, I keep forgetting about Rumble because it crashed earlier today. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't thrown anything in for you.
All right,
if you're,
throw it in there.
Oh, thank you. If you're female passing, nobody's going to stop you anyway, because they're not going to notice. They're going to be like, oh, that's just a chick. When you're a fat dude wearing your beard full, you can't be upset when people look at you and go, you're a dude.
No,
get the
have
fuck
to
out of the
accept
bathroom.
The weirdest possible shit now.
Why are we doing this?
Because
Why
it's
are we doing
cultural decay.
It makes no sense. But we have to be nice to people. What about the women in there that don't want a man in their bathroom?
Oh, too bad. Too bad. Intolerant bigot.
And again, if you're female passing, nobody's going to know. Even if you have some manly features, like, is that a... fuck it. There's manly looking women out there. So, fuck it. We'll just ignore it. Go about my life. When you go out of your way to look like a dude, what do you expect?
Well, they want the controversy because that
Yeah.
makes them, gets them some fame and notoriety and attention, which they seem to desperately want.
Oh, gets them that clout, man. Gets them that clout. I'm going to turn this down. There's not really much to hear, but it's very echoey because it's in an ice arena. All right. So present, share audio. There we go. So right over here is where the action starts. We have this is a trans man. It's a woman who's coming out onto the ice. Did you see the horrible event?
Did he even have contact?
Barely runs into her.
Get a stretcher. It's like a soccer injury. That looked like she just. That looked almost like that. It was, like when the soccer players throw themselves on the ground, like, oh, my leg. Ugh.
If that was a full check, and this is being said in chat right now, she'd have died.
Yeah. If you're that weak, why are you out there?
I cannot stress this enough. Men and women's bone density is different. It's why men can punch each other and not get knocked out. But if they punched a woman that way, they'd fuck her up for life.
Yeah. What made them think they could play hockey with this? And yeah, Viking, I'm with you. I think they tripped over their own feet or tripped over his stick. Because it didn't look like he really even made contact with it. This is stupid.
If you watch, his elbow barely grazes her back.
Yeah, but you can see his stick is out in front of her, so maybe her skate hit the stick or something. I don't know. It's fucking lame. If you can't take a hit, what are you doing out on a hockey arena?
Yeah.
Seriously, like, I'm worried being in the stands sometimes because hockey's a violent game and people get their shit kicked in. You really going out on the ice and you're that big of a puss bag, you're gonna die. Get out of there.
Yep. And this was the NHL being trans inclusive. Good job. Good job. You got a woman hurt. Oh, sorry, a man. By the way, the woman has a nice full puberty beard. Yeah. So
that's so weird looking.
You're gonna get women killed. Stop doing this stupid shit. Biological women. You're gonna get biological women killed.
You don't have to care because now they're men.
I suppose so.
And nobody cares when men die.
This is fucking stupid, man. We have to be inclusive. Then no, you really don't. You're gonna get people hurt. This is why that when they talk about, well, there's big guys and little guys that play sports. Yeah, but we still have that bone density on our side.
Yeah, they could take a hit and not fall down faking like a shitty soccer player.
And there's a reason the little guys don't usually make it to the pro sports. And there's a reason we separate combat sports by weight. It's not the greatest system, Jack, but at least there's something that gives a little balance to it. You can't give balance to the fact that my bones are made for hitting things and yours aren't. Because it's not just that our bones are dense, it's that yours are less dense.
But it makes them feel good. And there are no differences, Monkey.
I know.
That's bigoted thinking.
If you take testosterone for a year, you're basically a guy. No, you're not. If you take estrogen for a year, you're basically a woman. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop it. You're going to get people killed. Just stop it. Now, look, these people knew that they were playing a trans event. At least I'm okay with that, Jack. If they signed up for a fucking trans event where they knew there were going to be trans women up there banging into them, that's on you. That's on you for being stupid.
No, we've convinced women that they can do everything a man can do.
Yep.
And trans people have unfortunately adopted that same mentality. And it's just, look, it wasn't gentlemanly to knock her over, or it wasn't ladylike to knock her over.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Whatever. But it happens. And that's what happens when you join these kind of sports. You have to know your limitations. And this delusional thinking where you could do everything a man could do is incredibly dumb.
Men are built for combat, denser and longer bones, more muscle mass and muscle density. Don't forget Twitch response, which is a big thing. We are just faster and more agile than women are. Check your DMs. Tucker going off on Kissinger sniping at Catturd. I'll check it out later, but I don't give a shit about Catturd. Fuck that guy. Fucking pussy.
Didn't you get blocked by Catturd?
Yep, that pussy blocked me. He Taylor Lorenz me. All right. I will watch it though because I do enjoy Tucker.
Kinzinger's baby.
And Kissinger is a bigger bitch than Catturd is. All right. Teen learns her mother was an anonymous cyber bully who harassed and catfished her for a year. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
That's gotta fuck up your Monday.
You're gonna be in therapy for a long time. The person catfishing me and bullying me was my mom.
A Michigan woman. Oh, I wonder where they're at. because I want to go talk to him. A Michigan woman was arrested after targeting 2 teenagers in a year-long catfishing plot where she cyberbullied and harassed them on social media. Kendra Lysari, 42, was charged on December 12th with 2 counts of stalking a minor, 2 counts of using a computer to commit a crime, and 1 count of obstruction of justice. What'd she say to her kid? Lysari had attempted to obstruct police by framing another minor for her actions during the investigation. Wow, your mom's a bitch, dude.
Right? Like, it's bad enough your mom's a bully, but then she tries to frame some teenager.
God damn, man. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I'm with you. Foreign, interesting parenting style.
Lysari was accused of harassing and cyberbullying her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend. According to Morning Sun, police began investigating after a report was filed to officials with the Beale City schools. Oh, I know where that's way on the other side of the state. The report consisted of a cyberbullying complaint involving Lysari's daughter, who attends Beale City schools, and her boyfriend. Do you think her mom was like threatening to share nudes of her?
I mean, would you be surprised if she's willing to go to this level?
Her mom had to know it was her. The kid didn't know it was mom, but her mom had to know it was her.
Oh, yeah, I would imagine.
However, by the end of the complaint was first made in December. Lysari was employed as a girls' basketball coach at her daughter's school. Beale City Superintendent William Chilman told Morning News. However, by the end of the basketball season, Lysari was told not to return due to a change in coaches. Most of the online harassment, cyberbullying, and catfishing happened off school grounds and didn't involve school devices. But by mid-January 2022, after district officials realized they weren't able to find the perpetrator on their own, they called law enforcement for assistance. You shouldn't be doing this on your own in the first place. Why are schools acting like investigators?
The very bad ones from what we've seen.
Yeah, and this leads to the Loudoun County kind of shit. Like, nah, we'll handle this in-house. No, this kind of shit, if depending on how bad it was, it's not for you guys to be. You should have involved the law enforcement.
Oh, maybe one of the kids was trans, and they're like, we don't want no cops in here.
Jesus Christ. Despite law enforcement getting involved in January of 2022, family members of both victims admitted that the messages from their cyberbully started in early 2021. Police were able to identify Lysari by matching the IP address, as she's not very smart. After Lysari's arrest, Barbary revealed that police were able to track her down by connecting her to IP addresses used to send the messages. I want to hear what she said to this poor kid. Your mom's a twat, man. There were times I got angry at my mom, Jack, but my mom never did anything like this.
Right? Did you ever feel like cyberbullying your own kid? I mean, you got a couple of them.
She was accused of using virtual private message networks to hide the location she had been sending the messages from.
Yeah, Frosted. Yeah, this is where we'd have a good ad for NordVPN.
If only we had a sponsor. Hey, Bearing, you have NordVPN, or you have some VPN as a sponsor. Read this story and use them as your sponsor on it. Whenever her daughter and boyfriend moved locations, Lysari made it appear as if the messages had been sent from whatever location they'd been in. Jesus Christ. She made it seem like there was somebody like stalking them in real time.
Yep.
That's so fucked up. Lysari had also used a specific identity in an attempt to make it seem as if the harassing messages were coming from a peer close in age to the 2 teenagers, which included using slang abbreviations commonly used. Oh, she was saying shit like, that's no cat, bruh. No cat.
It's bad enough your mom is your bully and catfishing you. She's also using slang. I mean, there's so much embarrassment here.
Jesus.
No cap.
In mid-April 2022, law enforcement eventually turned to the FBI's computer crime division after not being able to locate the suspect. It wasn't until the end of April into the beginning of May that law enforcement notified Chillman that they believed Lasari to be the anonymous cyberbully. During the investigation, Barbary told Morning Sun that his office had managed to compile over 349 pages of harassing text and social media messages. Fuck, she was dedicated.
Like a part-time job at that point.
That's almost one a day. When police finally confronted her, she reportedly confessed to the crime, though the motive is unknown. Following her arraignment, she was released from police custody with a $5,000 bond. She waits a December 29th hearing. We need to keep an eye on this one.
Yeah.
I really want to know what she said to the poor kid.
Yeah, I didn't look into it at all, so kind of lazy. But I am interested to know if the kid still has to live at her house.
Right? This sounds like specific targeting. Like she was.
Oh, yeah.
My guess would be she didn't like the boyfriend, so she was trying to break them up or something.
Yeah, Viking and Evolved both mentioned that maybe the mom wanted to plow the boyfriend.
That's possible these days.
So, yeah, there's a lot of things that could be going on here. So, I don't know, but it's pretty messed up stuff.
That's news you're not going to get on CNN. That's so fucked up, man.
Yeah.
God damn. Look, if you don't like your kid's significant other, deal with it. I mean, there's times, Jack, where it's like, okay, you need to step in. But for the most part, they're going to break up eventually anyway. All you're doing is pushing them closer together. And I don't know if this is why she did it, Jack. It's just the most obvious answer.
Yeah, if you don't like their scumbag boyfriend, act like he's the coolest guy on earth. Then they'll break up with him real fast.
It might also be that she just really doesn't like her kid.
That's what I was thinking, too.
I mean, that's a possibility. Guys, make sure you hit that Rumble button. Make sure you hit the like button. And if you can, donate to Jack or myself. Links at the top of your chat over there on the YouTubes.
Real quick. Thank you, Frosted Glass. Officer, someone's been cyberbullying me. Can you figure out who? Your mom. Oh, God, not you, too.
Your mama. Anyway.
The bullying was coming from inside the house.
Yes. I can't imagine what that's like to learn that your mom is the twat that's been harassing and stalking you.
You're going to be in therapy for a long time.
And trying to make it seem like it was one of the other girls. I mean, that's a possibility too. They're mentioning sports in here. I don't know if her daughter played sports. We've seen before, like the Texas cheerleader mom actually killed one of the people that was a competitor to her kid. So maybe in trying to dress it up as the other child, she was trying to get that child in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to know the motive in this one because there's so many possibilities.
So many messages, though. That's a very elaborate, long-term thing.
She might have thought that she was more clever than she was. She might have thought, hey, the police are going to see that it's obviously this girl and go after her. Look, there's so many possibilities here. It could just be that mom's a bitch and thought this was funny. Who knows? Fuck her.
That's fucking evil if that's the case.
Can you imagine her going to prison and having to tell the other inmates what she's in there? I was accused of stalking and harassing my daughter online. Oh, dear God.
Thank you, Frosted.
Yeah, I saw it was a Medium article. Frosted, I see that your dirty little fingerprints all over this. What I learned from massaging an obese woman.
Yes. Unfortunately, you left before this article came up. And if I had to suffer through it, Frosted suggested maybe you would like to hear it.
I've massaged lots of overweight people, but she was obese. As she stood in front of me, I met her eyes and searched in my heart for the openness and acceptance I'd need for this massage. I wanted her to feel safe. Throw donuts at her.
Do you feel safe yet, huh? Do you, Tubby?
But I was freaking out. Would the massage table be strong enough? Would she fit on it? What if it collapsed? She was huge. Those things have weight limits on them, and they tell you when you buy them what the weight limit is. And sorry, if you don't fit on there, then you got to go somewhere else, you know? Like, we can lay on the floor and do this shit.
I don't know. The floor has a limit too.
I left the room to allow her time to get on the table and calmed myself. Deep breaths.
Yeah. Notice how she didn't help her on the table. Was there a little step ladder? I mean, fat people can't hop up like normal people can.
You ever been on a massage table?
Yes.
Yeah. She probably left the room to allow her to get mostly naked.
Well, that could be half an hour if there's all that material.
I entered the room. Her body was spread over the table, overlapping everywhere. Soft, wobbly soft, wobbly flesh. There's a mind picture for you.
There's an audio clip for you. Soft, wobbly flesh.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I've started yawning. I don't know why. Although I did take my pills about 2 hours ago, so it's normal time for yawns.
Allergy for this fucking article.
I began to massage her, navigating the expanse.
You can't even get a full sentence in without giggling.
Navigating the expanse of her enormous back. It was the biggest, fattest body I'd ever touched. Does this chick turn into a chubby chaser after this? That would be awesome. You know, she does this massage and she was like grossed out by it at first, but by the end she become a chubby chasing lesbian. Look, I'm thinking that would make a great romantic comedy.
Would it?
It would. It would. And at the end, she's like, "You complete me and break my shit."
Yeah, I somehow think Melissa McCarthy would make this movie, but I don't think I'd watch it.
Then I found my rhythm. See? Found
and
that
a bag
rhythm.
of Doritos.
Do the noise. The porn noise. Yeah, there you go. I found my rhythm. See, I'm gonna read this differently now. I tuned into the contours of her back. I swept over the deep crevices between the rolls of fat. I began to appreciate the beauty of her form. Called it. Chubby chasing lesbian.
I don't think that's the case. I think that's just virtue signaling. Because like I mentioned on Frosted Stream, when you're around fat people, their bodies are sticky. So it's like kneading dough. You know, you get little it tries to absorb you into the collective with its gravitational pull.
I've read ahead and you're wrong. Listen. I began to appreciate the beauty of her form, the softness of her skin, the malleability, the fullness, the receptiveness of her body. See? She turned into a chubby chasing lesbian.
No, she fell into a crevasse and had to get an extraction squad to get her out. Like that movie where the dude, James Franco, had a boulder fall on his arm and he had to cut his own arm off with a pocket knife.
My strokes moved in harmony with her breath. I sent love and energy through my hands. There was no revulsion, no judgment, no fear. Simply the connection of my hands on another human being. When the massage ended, I licked her whole vagina. She had to pull it back so I could get my face in there. See? I might have made that last part up.
I think you did.
I left the room to give her time to dress. I felt relief and shame that I had initially reacted so badly to her size. She was a beautiful person who seemed completely comfortable in her body, but I didn't know this for sure. You should have went out and asked, "Hey, how do you feel about being so fat?" Oh, good God. Often very overweight clients will apologize for their size and make a comment about it. I hope this is a strong table, or I know there's a lot of me. I imagine there's fear of being judged by the therapist, that they'll be grossed out by the excess weight. Well, look, when it comes to the table, that's a real thing. Those are not very strong tables.
No.
And there's nothing in the middle to hold them up because of how they're usually a fold-up table, and even the ones that aren't fold-up tables are still built similarly.
And that's why you have to go to the better massage parlors so you can get you and the therapist on the same table.
You need the middle legs to give it a little more sturdiness. I always try and look beyond the external appearance, and yes, to massage an obese person requires a lot of energy. It's about being receptive to what the person or bodies. I'm telling you, this chick is a chubby chasing lesbian. To what the person's body or the person or body needs. I find athletes with hard, muscly bodies just as much work. Well, you're massaging a body. It doesn't actually change that much depending on size.
Next to doubt.
Because you're not there to massage the fat. You're trying to get the muscle either way.
Yeah. And I don't think big muscular dudes have like Frito-Lays stuck in their wedges, in their weird folds.
Find a TV guide from the 70s up in there. Thank you, Frosted Glass. She finds Boba Fett's skeleton in a fat fold. Yes.
Called the Sarlacc pit.
Look, I don't mean to be mean to fat people. I don't know this woman. She might be a very nice woman. But if you're talking about the actual dealing that went on here, there were a lot of reasons to be worried. As I watched her walk away that day, I felt happy I'd given her such a lovely massage, gotten over myself and my worries about her massage. I took her number and I put it in the side, and I called her later that night. We had a glass of wine. She needed 4 to feel anything. I was also really impressed by her ease and acceptance of her body. No apologies or side comments. I don't know how she felt about her body. All I know is the experience of massaging her caused me to reflect upon the warped perception I often have of my own body. Oh, God damn it. It's one of these. Okay, so you rubbed a fatty and it made you go, I shouldn't worry about myself so much.
I should lower my own standards for myself.
That's like seeing somebody who drinks really excessively and you're like, I only get pass out drunk, not blackout drunk, so I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I'm a functional alcoholic. I don't need no program. Jesus.
Regardless of my size or weight, hang on, wasn't this bitch skinny?
No, she looks like from her picture a former fatty. That we got to see a slightly blown up picture of the author. Thanks. I think Moonshock pulled it up.
Well,
and she looks like she used to be a bit of a tubbo.
It might be, but in this picture, she doesn't look all that big at all.
Yeah, the filters are a thing, dude.
I get it. I get it.
She was a former heffalump.
Where are we? Regardless of my size and weight on scales, one of my biggest challenges is to feel good about my body. Why are women so concerned with that?
They're egocentric psychos.
It doesn't matter what size the woman is. A really skinny chick. I'm so fat. No, you're not. Shut up. That's why I like dudes better when it comes to weight stuff. You see some fat boy, he got man titties, he got a big old gunt. He's just like, what? I'm sexy. I'm sexy and I know it. Now that guy probably needs to lose some weight, but the body issues that women have, and they're trying to turn this around and force it on men. We're in the body positivity movement. We believe in men. This is a fat guy we talked to who said he cries every night. Well, tell him to stop being a pussy. KS1, thank you. Tony Stark's superpower was functional alcoholism. True story.
Pretty much.
Super functional alcoholism, actually. Because he did a lot of amazing things drunk off his ass. I'm just saying. Where is it? I have a friend with a beautiful body. She doesn't think so. See, that's what I was talking about. Women, what is with you guys? Relax.
Well, this woman is a poor judge based on what we've heard so far. So.
Yeah, you're not wrong. She's on a constant quest to lose those extra 5 kilos. Ah, fuck you, Canadian. I've been hearing this from her for over 20 years. Yeah, I don't understand why women are that way. And I do think a lot of it is society based, but not the way that they tell us. Not because Barbie is thin, but because you're told constantly that you feel bad about your body, whether you actually do or not. And then it's like, well, I'm supposed to feel bad about my body. Thank you, Keldrig. I like dudes better. Monkey, December 18th, 2022. What? What about it? Bigot. Over
now
that
you're
time,
gonna go in a women's Brazilian bathroom, right?
Yeah, I am. Just once or twice. Over that time, she has resorted to liposuction twice, a tummy tuck, and 2 boob jobs. I have a feeling she needed to lose those extra 5 kilos.
Yeah, it's probably easier for her just not to buy the little Debbie snack cakes than go through all that.
If she had liposuction twice, I'm guessing she was kind of fat.
Yeah.
Hashtag not necessarily, because again, women, you guys are way too hard on yourselves.
Hashtag probably.
Yeah, you guys see yourself the way Jack sees you.
You know, as you should.
Yeah, if you're not concentration camp thin, you're fat.
Hey, they don't have to be concentration camp thin. They just have to look like they occasionally do sit-ups and not have a bunch of extra cottage cheese hanging around.
Well, they can,
like Fat Batgirl.
They can barely do the sit-ups because they got no food in them for the last 6 months because they got that concentration.
They can have some sports candy. Here's a banana for being a good girl. Thank you. Now practice your technique. Mm-hmm.
Is she any happier with her body? I'm not against anyone getting help to improve their body shape. Cosmetic surgery can do amazing things for people. Stop doing it to your face, ladies. What concerns me is she's constantly seeking for more, and when that one more thing is achieved, only then will she be happy with her body. Now, look, there are people who are addicted to plastic surgery. We've seen these people, and they end up looking disgusting.
Oh, they look terrifying.
They're like, don't I look just like Barbie? Yeah, if I put her in the microwave.
Well, it's a type of body dysmorphia, I think.
Mm-hmm. It is. There are so many disturbing trends developing. It's not just one boob or nose job now. It's becoming way more intricate. Chopping off bits of labia in a labiaplasty. Your friend had an ugly labia?
Look, the fact that some chicks have the weird beef curtain thing that makes noise when they walk.
Given what we've learned so far, did she have fat labia?
I don't know if her friend actually had the labiaplasty. She might just be referencing that it exists.
Labiaplasty is now a popular option, particularly with young women. Ladies, don't cut up your vagina. I look, I'm be honest with you. Once we get to the point where you're letting us touch it, we're gonna bang it. We don't care how it looks. As long as it ain't got scabs on it, we're gonna put it in there.
It already looks like one of the face huggers from H.R. Geiger's Nightmares. Yeah. So if we're sticking our wieners in it, we're pretty cool with it. If somebody says, hey, your labia looks weird, just go find somebody else to bang.
And for the record, there's a lot of dudes out there that are going to put their wiener in you that are worried about how their wiener looks. So relax. Nut says, I wouldn't mind having Dolly Parton surgeon. I think Dolly Parton looks like ass now. And she says, a surgeon and the money to pay for it. I'd take the money to pay for Dolly Parton surgeon, but I think she's looking like ass these days.
She still does have some of the best plastic surgery I've seen in a long time. It's just she's getting so old that nothing's gonna make that any better. Just accept it.
Anyway, I don't want to read the rest of this shit. I don't care. Ladies, you don't have to rub a fat person to not hate yourself. And look, if you're being honest with yourself, if you need to lose a little bit of weight or if you actually look fine.
Yeah, if you're fine with it, just be fine with it. You don't have to change for other people. If you like the way you are, you can just stay fat. I'm fat. I don't give a fuck. I just have to get rich. Chicks will want to bang me then.
Yeah. The
Like, share,
problem,
subscribe, donate.
the problem, the problem comes in when you lie about it the other way. We're like, no, I weigh 600 pounds and I'm healthy. No, you're not. Shut up. You can be fine in your body and be like, I love myself. That's fine. Just don't lie about being healthy, because
Yeah.
that's nonsense.
You can have a couple extra pounds and still be pretty attractive.
Yep.
To most people, but it's when you're like morbidly obese that you should probably do it just for your own health's sake. I don't
But
know.
again, just don't lie about it and be like, no, it's healthy, because that's the part that drives me nuts, because you're actually pushing bad health on people. You're telling people it's okay basically to kill themselves, because after a certain weight, you're not going to live very long, period.
Real quick. Thank you, Frosted Glass. Welcome to Frosted Glass's Labiaplasties, where our motto is, I will destroy that pussy. And we mean it. We're not just paying lip service.
Yeah, I don't understand. And look, ladies, seriously, most guys aren't happy with their junk. It's called penis envy, and it's a real thing. Not everybody's out there like I am, like, yeah, my dick's pretty. My dick is pretty, by the way. It's nice and straight, just a slight upward curve. Not like, you ever see one of them, Jack, like you're watching a Christian Science Monitor video and it starts out straight and then it has a sharp curve to the left or right? Like, did you slam your dick in a door? Damn it, monkey. What I did?
Yeah,
I'm
I know what
being
you're
body
talking about,
positive.
but the ones that always kind of weird me out are the ones that look like a weird banana because it's got such a curve to it, and then they have a real tiny head on it, and you're like, what happened? Was there an accident? That's what they were able to salvage. But I don't really pay that close of attention to the dicks. I've seen some ugly vaginas on porn,
sure, yeah.
but it's usually just because the chicks are have been used up, shall we say.
Yeah, been rode hard and put up wet.
Yeah, they look a little vacuous.
It's like, why your labia got calluses, lady? That ain't
Yeah.
supposed to happen.
Yeah, it looks like a tire after a while.
Yeah. Stop worrying about your labia. Guys will hit it. You'll be fine. Women worry about the weirdest shit, man.
I know.
And you know what? You plastic surgeons out there, you are dicks for taking advantage of that. For putting that shit in their head and then be like, I can fix it for you. Fuck you. You guys are disgusting.
Well, and what kind of asshole guy tells a chick her vagina looks weird?
Right? Like, hey, I love you and all, but your pussy look bad.
You're going to have to fix that if you want me to hang around.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Anyway. That's such a fucked up thing. Anyway, boy 12 holds rave in school toilet until... Is this a British article?
It's from the Mirror, yeah. This is actually an old article, but I found it and thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, it's from 2020. Holds a rave in the school toilet until teacher sees his equipment. By the way, toilet is a bathroom over there. They weren't like actually in the bowl, I'm guessing. A rave organized by a 12-year-old boy in his school toilet lasted just 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes? This was in a school.
Well, they thought it might be a trans rape, so they just let it go.
A rave organized by a 12-year-old boy in his school's toilet lasted just 30 minutes before teachers shut it down, but his parents say he did nothing wrong. Kale, is that how you say his name?
I think so.
Kale Bell. Your parents hate you. Advertised the underground event held on December 11th on Snapchat a week earlier, with all in attendance to the lunchtime gig offered a Cadbury twirl and a bottle of Lucozade. Y'all English people eat some weird shit.
Yeah, it's weird British stuff.
The guest list, the guest list included all year 8 boys. That sounds like something a teacher would put out
Right?
in the States, at
8th
least.
grade boys. There's going to be a special party in the bathroom.
Cynic asks how it is spelled. It's Cael. At the Catholic College in Urmston, I don't care, and saw the aspiring DJ in charge of music after smuggling in his speaker and other kit. Kale's mom, hairdresser Louise Bell of Fixton. I don't care where they're all from. Why do they do this?
Fill space, dude. Word count.
Received a phone call from her son's school after the rave was busted and shut down. The 41-year-old said, I had to laugh. It has been a terrible year, and I couldn't be angry with my son for trying to spread some shit. Yeah, fuck it. This kid's a hero. Give him a slap on the hand, give him some in-school suspension or some stupid shit like that. But this kid's a hero. He had the biggest smile on his face, so I knew he had something up his sleeve.
Apparently, Lucozade is just Gatorade.
Oh, gotcha. I asked him what he was so happy about, and he told me they were having a rave at school. I thought nothing of it. I didn't think for 1 minute there was any truth to it. But when I heard what Kale had done, from advertising the rave on Snapchat to actually pulling it off and even providing refreshments, I couldn't help but see the funny side. Yeah. Kale's dad thought it was hysterical. He said, go on, son. We did have a conversation about whether or not he should be angry, but how could we be? You know, this kid's a hero. Kale, rock on. He's in grade 10 now, I guess, year 10. I don't know if they have a year 10 over there, but rock on, dude. This motherfucker put together a rave in the bathroom at his school. We need more shit like that in the United States.
Yeah, stop doing drugs and raping people in the bathrooms and have a party.
Have just a good old-fashioned party. Have a dance party in the bathroom. And when the teachers come, be like, shit. I mean, I can't be mad at that kid for a rave in the bathroom. We've done stories about people getting anally raped in the bathrooms.
Yeah. He wasn't smoking or doing drugs or anything stupid. He was just having a little party, and it lasted for half an hour, which is about 20 minutes longer than I would have expected.
Foreign Native says his only crime was not having a rave license. Yeah, you got to be careful over there in the UK. You got to have all those licenses. Yeah, he pulled this shit off for 30 minutes. And I love how the reporter said it, for just 30 minutes. It was a rave in a bathroom at a school during the school day.
Pretty close to a school periods.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, go on, man. I got mad respect for that kid. He wasn't doing anything horrible. I mean, you know, again, give him a tiny slap on the hand for it, but don't be such assholes. Why am I watching this bald motherfucker? Oh God. All right, guys. It's time to watch a criminal. Smooth criminal.
Well, he's not very smooth. He got caught
twice.
I bet there's more out there too.
I was going by his male pattern baldness for the smooth part. Dude, if you're gonna shave your head because of male pattern baldness, you can't have the 5 o'clock shadow on it. We can still see why you did it. You got to keep that shit low. I'm just saying. All right. Why are we watching this idiot? Pronouns are confusing. Did we watch this before?
I don't remember, but I just found it when the show started. I was like, put that in the queue.
Pretty sure that we've seen this one before, but that's all right. We'll watch him again. This is the guy who used to work for the nuclear agency to get rid of nuclear waste.
Yeah.
And then got busted stealing two, count them, luxury suitcases. He was going to the airport, taking flights and not bringing stuff. I loved his one excuse. I opened it up and it was my clothes in there. Well, yeah, they're yours now because you stole them, but they weren't yours before that. You know what? He should meet up with that chick and try to give her money in the bathroom for stealing her clothes.
Right. Look, Dangerous, I'm not sure if he stole his pronouns either. But Assassin, I don't think we could call him Monkeypox Matt Damon.
He does look like Matt Damon.
With the monkeypox.
Pronouns are confusing. I'm not going to say that they're not.
Pronouns are not confusing if you use them in the proper way.
Yeah, your made up stupid crap is confusing because it's made up stupid crap.
Yeah, exactly. When you're out there trying to confuse people, then it's confusing. Downsy Matt Damon.
I don't like how he's dressed like the mom from the Norman Bates movie.
Yeah, why is he dressing like an old lady?
I don't know. It looks like he robbed an old lady. Somebody should check to make sure there aren't any missing old people.
Is his pronoun menopause?
Maybe.
All right. Did he spy on a woman to see who was about his size before stealing their clothes? No, nuts. This actually had nothing to do with the clothes inside. He just liked the bag. Because if I remember correctly, they weren't even on the same flight. He just saw, yeah. But they were his clothes. Do you think he wore her panties?
Yes. Yes, I do.
He put on her panties and then had his dogs come sniff it. That's really disgusting if you know who his dogs are.
Yeah. Shroom said check DMs, but I don't see anything, dude.
All right.
But if I can have the President of the United States use my gender-neutral pronouns, and I can respectfully use theirs, then I think we're going to be in a world.
You just disrespectfully used his pronouns wrong.
Like he does.
Biden's not non-binary. You only use they and theirs when you're talking about an individual if you don't know who they are. That is how you use pronouns like that. If you're not sure if it's a man or a woman, say you heard somebody talking, but you couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman, you say they were talking because you don't know. But if you know it's a man or a woman, you say he or she. That is the correct way to do it. That is the respectful way to do it. You dirty thief. If I can get the President of the United States, the President of the United States doesn't even remember meeting you because he's lost his mind. But okay.
Where everyone can be respected and everyone has the responsibility to be respectful.
All right. You need to be respectful when I tell you I don't give a shit about your pronouns and I'll say whatever the fuck I want. Why aren't you being respectful of my choices?
Because yours are bigoted, you hate monger.
Yeah, they really are. I'm so bigoted.
Monster.
I just love how the respect only goes one way. You have to respect me. Fuck you. I don't got to respect shit. Once again, the people who insist that you respect them do so because they've given you no reason to respect them.
Anybody that insists on your respect without having earned it is probably not worth respecting to begin with.
And again, I do make some exceptions there. Like if you go into the military, they will insist respect. And you should probably do it because this is the guy that you're going to be listening to when you go to war. Poker, thank you. Just wanted to stop by and wish y'all a great stream. Thank you so much, Poker. Hope you've been well, man.
Oh, hey, Poker.
All right. Let's check out Tucker. Oh, this is about that. Yeah, I saw this meme. I thought this meme was great. This is a meme that was going around YouTube. The penis is blurred out, so you don't get mad. Shows a guy crying and peeing, and it comes out to be the Ukrainian colors. And Adam Kissinger lost his shit. We talked about this when it happened.
It could not stand. And so alone and battling debilitating hot flashes in his kitchen, fighting the urge to open yet another bag of Chips Ahoy,
Damn. Tucker's going in.
Adam Kinzinger fought back. Literal evil, he wrote in a late-night response to Cat Turd. If I met you in person, it would not end well for you, sicko. Whoa.
I want to remind you, this is what he's losing his shit about. And that's what Adam Kinzinger threatened somebody on Twitter over. By the way, Adam's losing his job. Thank you, Dark Resurrect, for that feminist $12. The only people I respected first time I met them was my chain of command in the military because they had been sent to war and had the experience for the things they were teaching me. Fair enough. This is one of the greatest memes of all time. I love this meme. And fuck you, Adam, because it's a fair meme. The only thing missing from this is making that face actually Zelensky and putting a shit ton of money in his hand as he screams out, I need more money.
I'm so poor. I'm so poor.
It's your responsibility to protect me.
If I met you in person, it would not end well for you, sicko. Whoa. Hear that, Cat Turd? It will not end well for you.
This is Tucker Carlson, the most watched person in cable news and real news, actually, saying cat turd on TV over and over again. Couldn't be better. Wife is 5 months pregnant with our first baby girl. Oh, dude, congratulations.
Oh, congrats.
And that baby girl will change your life, man.
That's not a pillow fight Adam Kinzinger is talking about. That's a full-on slap fight with hair pulling.
Yep.
This is real. You'd better apologize. Our heart goes out to Cat Turd tonight, who's probably cowering in a litter box somewhere, waiting for Adam Kinzinger to show up with sharpened nails. Mock the Ukrainian flag, get scratched. Those are the rules, Cat Turd. It's a tough town.
By the way, my Twitter ban is likely because I was fucking with somebody who is a huge Ukrainian supporter.
Probably.
Be careful.
Yow. But speaking of how it will all end, how's it going to end for Adam Kinzinger? Well, we suspect it'll end like it began, in anonymity.
Yep.
In just weeks, Adam Kinzinger will be another CNN contributor. No one will ever see him again.
Yep.
But we will never forget him. Adam Kinzinger will live forever in our hearts as an example of what a man can be when he stops trying to be a man.
Wow. Wow. Fuck. Oh my God. What a man.
I do like Tucker.
What a man can be when he stops trying to be a man. All right.
And unleashes the emotionally fragile divorced single mom within.
God damn.
Whatever intern wrote that should get a raise.
He's not wrong. Adam Kinzinger, for those of you who don't know who he is one of the Republicans who's on the January 6th committee. And he's been out there ever since being a complete twat. He is losing his seat. He didn't get kicked. He didn't lose an election. They moved districts. And instead of him being a man and trying to go for one of those seats, he just quit.
Wow,
because he would have lost.
Yeah, you totally would have.
This is the equivalent of I didn't lose. I stopped playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't fire me. I quit.
He's not a Republican. He's a crybaby rhino. That's fair. That's fair.
Have another glass of Chardonnay and listen to me cry. Yes, Ms. Kinzinger, we will. So here it is one last time.
I never expected today to be quite as emotional for me as it has been. But you guys won. You guys held. You know, democracies are not defined by our bad days.
Shut up, pussy.
Change your tampon.
What's that? I'm sorry.
He needs to change his tampon. Jesus.
He really does. Kissinger, he's a fucking asshole. He has been the whole time he's been there. But until the January 6th stuff, nobody knew who he was because why would they? He was was it his first or second term in the House? And yeah, he's going away now. You can get fucked. Fuck that guy. Crying little bitch.
Monkey.
Yeah.
Do we have a couple extra minutes?
Sure, what we got?
There's a video, the last link. It's of Taylor Lorenz.
Oh. Is she speaking now?
Yeah, apparently she's been doing a live on her Instagram.
Oh, all right. Taylor, talk to me, baby. You ugly bitch. You guys really want just remind her how ugly she is. And I know that might sound mean. I get that. Hang on, I want to make sure. I think I shared audio, but I often think I shared audio.
I think I can.
Hey, look. You're right. This woman is a horrible person.
Yeah,
she's ruined lives intentionally.
Oh, absolutely. I like how she has her hand under her chin, like she's a little Japanese girl about to go woo.
Poker, thank you so much. Thank you, all of you. You in chat are the greatest. You're not wrong.
Fact.
And congratulations, seriously, man.
Well, let's see what Jowls has to say.
All right, come on, old lady, talk to me.
Subscribe to my Substack, please. It's taylorlorenz.substack.
God, her fucking voice, man. Oh,
I think I figured out why it's so annoying, because she's trying to sound like she's a teenager when she's like 45.
She's got a voice for print, man. She really does.
Yeah, and a face for radio.
And look, I understand I was blessed with this voice. I didn't do anything other than smoking that has ever helped it or hurt it, you know. But her voice, not just her inflection, it's the voice.
I still maintain that she does like the same phony vocal fry, but I think her entire voice is fake.
She does the thing where we usually make fun of people for doing it.
It's true.
Substack.com. Let me put it in the comments. taylorlorenz.substack. Oh my God, we have libs of TikTok in here. Is that the real libs of TikTok? I honestly can't tell. You guys will have to tell me. Libs of TikTok. I've actually never wished suspension on other people.
What?
And the lie detector determined that was a lie.
What? You fucking lying bitch. You not just kicked off of that platform, kicked off of other platforms as well.
Yeah.
When you're out there saying, and they're still allowed to be on this platform, that is you saying you want them kicked off the platform, you stupid lying bitch. Notice the smirk. Exactly. The lie smirk. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Let's not get that twisted, guys. I have always, as I said earlier,
she's doing that fucking your voice sucks to begin with. When you do it with that inflection, it makes it like 9 times worse. I want to punch myself in the balls every time I hear her. Like, make the pain go away.
Well, maybe she could punch her lady balls instead of you punching yours.
Oh, God, this woman. And look how made up she is for this.
Oh, yeah. And notice you've got great pause game there, because look at her cheek, which would be her left cheek, technically, stage right.
Right here.
Yeah, look at that indenture. That's an old lady indent there.
Yeah, she's starting to get vagina neck.
Yeah.
Thank you, Poker. Voice of preteen, face of spacecraft, visiting from Earth. No shit. Taylor, I'm sorry, you're an ugly bitch.
people. Let's not get that twisted, guys. I have always, as I said earlier, I've always actually advocated for a Discord-like approach to Twitter. No, I did not ask.
The fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Discord kicks people off too. What the fuck are you talking about? Where you only get kicked out of one? Oh, you know what she's doing there? She's trying to pretend she's always been on that bandwagon because she's on Mastodon, and that's what they do over there.
Oh.
because you can get kicked out of just somebody's Discord. Taylor, people get kicked all the way off of Discord too. And you know that, you lying bitch. Anyway.
He advocated for a Discord-like approach to Twitter. No, I did not ask Twitter to ban you,
Yes, you
Haya. I did not. I reported on.
Yes, she did.
Whoa.
Discord-like approach to Twitter. No, I did not ask Twitter to ban you, Haya.
All right.
Did not. I reported on your account. It's up to Twitter what they want to do. As you know.
All right. What was your purpose in reporting the account?
Why'd you go to her mom's house, weirdo?
Well, she's specifically here saying that I've never advocated anybody getting kicked out. When you report somebody's account, you are trying to get them in trouble. There's no other reason to do it. Did you report it hoping that the people at Twitter would clap along?
Yeah. Yes, Dim Reaper. She is responding directly to Libs of TikTok. This is from Libs' Twitter account.
And used her actual name.
Yeah.
Dirty bitch.
You got 7 strikes, which is actually preferential treatment because most people are banned. I think 3 to 5 strikes is the ban. So Libs of TikTok actually enjoyed special treatment from Twitter, which is something that we found out.
Wait. So you knew they'd been suspended several times, and you knew that people who get suspended several times get kicked off the platform entirely, and you reported them again.
Yeah, and most of those suspensions were bullshit to begin with, and Twitter staff knew that.
Yep.
Because there was a bunch of bullshit reports. Like, they made me look bad.
Well, most of the reports were, this is homophobic, when it had nothing to do with homosexuality. It had to do with the asshole on the screen, kind of like now.
Yeah.
Like, this is homophobic. She showed it. She just retweeted what people had put out.
Yeah. Yes, Gardner, I believe the lie detector machine did just break.
From the Twitter files, which I thought was very interesting. But yeah, I've always said.
Don't forget, Taylor Lorenz had a friend at you want to talk about the Twitter files, you dumb bitch, had a friend there that she could go to report people directly to get them in trouble.
Yeah. Real quick.
Including Libs of TikTok. Go ahead.
Thank you, Keldrick. Lies as easily as she breathes. What's sad is she probably believes her own lies because she's telling her truth. And when you're speaking your truth, then it's not a lie. It's just my perspective. So it's easy for psychos like this to do some mental gymnastics. And I do believe she's probably crazy.
Let me ask you, Taylor, why do you delete all your tweets? Why do you delete them? Yeah, I've never wished suspension on anybody. We can't see because you deleted all that shit. And you have wished it. As soon as you make a report, you're wishing them to get in trouble. Stop it.
But yeah, I've always said about Twitter that it needs more segmenting, and people need to be able to determine their own experience of Twitter, because I think that's the.
You can do that already. You can do that. You can delete or you can block people. You can make it so that nobody except for the people that you commented to can comment on your shit, and you don't see the retweets. What a lying bitch.
Majority of the friction on Twitter. It's like, do I want to enter this crazy world where everyone's going to yell at me, or do I just want to post about like NBA games to my friends? Right?
KS1, thank you. Interesting. I can't unhear it. Oh God, our nose isn't our primary means of communication. You are not a dinosaur, I think.
We don't know what kind of reptilian she is, to be fair.
That is fair.
Twitter, because I think that's the majority of the friction on Twitter. It's like, do I want to enter this crazy world where everyone's going to yell at me, or do I just want to post about like NBA games to my friends, right?
if you just post about NBA games to your friends, you're not going to get a lot of shit. Maybe somebody will disagree with you about which team deserved to win or a call that was made in the game. But it's not the kind of shit you do, you lying whore.
Yeah, if she was only posting the majority of her tweets about like sporting events or TV shows, that'd be one thing. But I don't think she's done that very much.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's the thing. What is this lady saying? Twitter admitted that I never violated their rules. Well, you did. You misgendered people.
There you go, guys. That's why she deserves to be off. You misgendered people.
That's violative, or it was violative under the old administration. As we know, the new administration doesn't care. So don't worry about that. Subscribe to my...
No, they actually said she wasn't breaking the rules, you silly bitch. You can't use their rules and be like, you broke the rules. And they're like, no, actually, I didn't. But they said you broke the rules. I don't understand these people, man.
It's all about them. They don't care. Look, they are superior. They are sophisticated moral betters. They're the nobility that the rest of us plebs should look up to and adore.
Hang on, there's another one on Libs of TikTok. You lying bitch. All right, ready?
Now we've gone down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, we are. We're in the Taylor hole. Ooh.
Ew.
Oh,
Well,
it's gonna stank up in this bitch.
She's a little fat, but maybe.
Who gets dressed up like this for a TikTok video?
You can hear people in the background. She's probably at some social gathering.
No, she's playing some audio that makes it sound like there's people. She ain't got no friends.
She crashed somebody's birthday party. She's in their bedroom looking for new jewelry.
Oh god.
That's my theory. I have no evidence to back that up, so nobody hit me.
Hey guys, the rumors are true. I have been permanently suspended by Twitter. I was given zero reason, only had 3 tweets on my account. 2 of them were promoting my other social media channels, which you guys should follow, Taylor Lorenz.
I'm going to speak on experience, Jack. When you get suspended from Twitter, an auto tweet or an auto email goes out. There's an automatic email that will give you the tweets where you violated or give you the reason that you violated. You know, if it's account wide, they'll give that to you. Bullshit. There's no fucking way you got zero reason for this.
Yeah. And if, just because you took the tweet down doesn't mean you're not going to get slapped for something you said.
Yep. Because
also, is that a flute playing My Heart Will Go On?
Oh, let's find out.
And only had 3 tweets on my account. 2 of them were promoting my other social media channels, which you guys should follow, Taylor Lorenz at Instagram.
I can't tell what it's playing, but it's definitely a flute or a piccolo.
Yeah, and it sounds like My Heart Will Go On, which is one of the funniest things you could play on a video like this.
TaylorLorenz.substack.com, have a new YouTube channel. I was suddenly logged out. I just had those 2 tweets and a tweet where I asked Elon for comment today, revealing 0 information. Super crazy. Elon seems to be banning anyone he disagrees with. And
bullshit. Oh, excuse me. Had a little truth there stuck in my throat. Again, we went over this earlier. He's not banning anyone he disagrees with. He's banning people, and they are giving the reasons for it. And again, bitch, check your email. You're full of shit.
And I certainly didn't violate any terms that I was aware of. So that's the story.
That must suck. That really must suck, Jack. I didn't ban it or do anything that broke the rules. Yeah. Tell me about it. How long have I been banned now? Since August. How many months is that?
I don't know. Math is hard. 6, 4.
Going on 4 months, 5 months, something like that.
11.
But with no, fuck you. I got in trouble for upsetting a Ukrainian dick writer. Which apparently is against the rules.
Now, Brett, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, pretty much every other social media. I'm just at Taylor Lorenz. And I'm here with my fellow banned user, Ryan Mack. You know, once you get banned, you have these kind of meetups. And so we're at our local meetup.
She went to a I got banned meetup?
It looks like a hotel room.
It really does. I think Taylor's. I think after the cameras went off, we would have seen what happened. I often wonder how this woman got any power at all, because she's really, yeah, she's really dumb, really dumb. And the only thing that I can think of that would make these media companies, the New York Times and the Washington Post, keep this bitch who's gotten them sued, rightfully so, who sued them in the case of the New York Times, keep this woman on the payroll, is a little bit of...
I believe that's called a Kamala action.
Yeah, exactly. She has the Kamala action. I hate this bitch.
Do you think she used her jowls to massage the balls?
Probably. That's probably what separates her from everyone else.
Oh.
When you get that ball massage as she's sucking, you know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. We're getting out of the Taylor hole.
There's no escape from the Taylor hole.
It's full of lies. I feel like I'm going to take a lightsaber, cut off her head, and my face is going to be there.
Ew. Gross, Jack. Gross. That was over the line. You know, sometimes you don't know where the line is.
I'm sorry. Nuts really hates that sound. I'm sorry, sweetheart. But it was fitting. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. I will be over on twitch.tv/rantingmonkey playing 7 Days to Die here in just a little bit. Last night, I didn't. I probably could have, because it was only the AT&T that was down. But I was so fucking annoyed that the AT&T was down. I was not in any position to be entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was fucking angry. I hate when computers don't work like they're supposed to. But thank you so much for the donations. You guys are so kind. Don't forget, I know it's Christmas time. Jack's books are down in the links. There's also links to our stores, so check those out. Anything you want to shill out, bud?
I'm going to shill Moonshock's Give Send Go, because that's more important than any video. So if you want to support Moon.
The dude who waves in the background, that one, no clue who he is. She gave his name. He's also banned, apparently. I'm betting he's one of those reporters, and they're all getting together for the Elon Musk sucks by holding us to the same standards he'd hold other people to, and we're special party.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Twitch.tv/rantingmonkey. Be over there real soon. 7 Days to Die. The pit is dug. We got to get it filled in and make the actual balance beam, I guess is the word I'm looking for. That's going to keep the zombies from overwhelming me on Horde Night. Jack, a pleasure as always.
Always glad to be here.
Guys, have a wonderful night. We'll see y'all next time. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Taylor Lorenz, you're a dirty hoe. I don't know how you got power. I think you probably sucked your way up to the top of that ivory tower.